set the tone for all to remember. You rewrite history, the greatest pretenders. You rewrite history, the greatest pretenders. Your grave, make you know your voice. I told you not to play with the misfit toys. Are you not entertained? Let's get into Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is season 2, episode 2, y'all. Now, I do know that this is a weaker episode for some people, or a lot of people. It's not their favorite Buffy episode of this season, right? I'm coming in here prepared, but there are some people that actually really did like this episode, and regardless, I have to get through it anyways. I'm looking forward to it. I don't think I disliked any episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, including season 1, and the first episode of this season was amazing. I loved it. So let's get into this. Full reactions are down below in the link in the comment section. Please click the link, Patreon or YouTube channel memberships, either or, y'all. Just join the extended family today. Feel free. And while you're down there, hit the like button, share, comment, you know, same old regular things. Without further ado, let's jump into Buffy the Vampire Slayer and find out exactly what the show has got to give. Stephen something.
Come on, Stefan, rise and shine. Some of us have a ton of trig homework waiting.
Angel!
Are you crazy? You don't just sneak up on people in a graveyard. Lazy Bones here doesn't want to come out and play.
When you first wake up, it's a little disorienting. You're here alone? I just thought you'd have somebody with you. Xander.
Are you jealous?
Oh, Xander? Please.
Because I danced with him?
Danced with is a pretty loose term. Mated with might be a little closer. Whenever we fight, you always bring up the vampire.
Well, I didn't come here to fight. Oh, right, I did.
Oh, Angel! Damn.
Obviously, I made a mistake coming here tonight.
No, don't, Angel, don't leave.
Oh, no, you don't. It's more than that to get rid of me.
Oh, not the coffin.
Gee, I wish people wouldn't leave open graves laying around like this. Look at those tracks. Whoever was buried here didn't rise from this grave. She was dragged from it.
A social engagement, a date, if you're amenable.
We never realized how much you liked that chair.
I was just working.
Called an idiot tends to take people out of the dating mood.
Right.
It actually kind of turns me on.
I fear you. You just say, hey, I got a thing, you maybe have a thing, maybe we could have a thing. Then you say, how do you feel about Mexican food?
The food.
Take her for food, for which you then pay.
This calendar is reasonably dulcet, especially for someone in your age bracket. Have a talk about the facts of life?
You know, I'm suddenly deciding this is none of your business. Korshak show up on schedule?
More or less. Angel and I took care of him.
Angel.
Found an empty grave.
Another vampire?
No, this one was dug up and the body was taken out.
Does someone want to dig up graves?
It'd help if we knew who the body belonged to.
Meredith Todd. Ring a bell?
Willow to fire this thing up and track Meredith down.
Smile.
Hey!
Oh, look at those legs.
Oh, I was just wondering what you were gonna do this year. Every year you win and I place second, so I just thought I'd see what I'm up against.
Effects of subviolet light spectrum deprivation on the development of fruit flies.
It is not fair that they're making participation in this year's science fair mandatory.
Tomato. Fruit or vegetable?
I wanted to do something I could finish in a weekend. I didn't think yearbook nerds came out of hibernation until spring.
Sorry to interrupt, Willow, but it's the bat signal.
Cordelia's so fine. You know, she'd be just perfect for us. She's alive.
I need to ask Willow. She'll help me with my science fair project.
It's a fruit. Meredith Todd died in a car accident last week.
Of course, I have learned to deal with my pain.
It says that Meredith and 2 other girls in the car were killed instantly.
She wasn't killed by vampires. Somebody did dig up her corpse.
Ew.
You got a body snatcher. What does that mean?
Here's what I've come up with. Demons who eat the flesh. It could obviously be a voodoo practitioner.
You mean making a zombie?
To see if the other girls from the accident are AWOL too. Maybe we can figure out what this creep has in mind.
Oh boy, a field trip. You gonna call Angel?
As far as Angel's concerned, I'm taking the night off, okay?
So we're set then. Say 9-ish?
Cordelia?
Darn, I have cheerleader practice tonight. I knew you were going to be digging up dead people sooner. I would have canceled.
Acting all jealous and he wouldn't even admit it.
Jealous of what?
Anyway, he was being totally irrational.
Love makes you do the wacky.
I'm an old-fashioned gal. I was raised to believe that men dig up the corpses and that women have the babies.
Daryl Epps, Chris's older brother. He was a big football star.
And he broke Cordy's heart? Must possibly proving its existence.
Rock climbing or something, he fell.
Damn. That's lousy.
Chris has been real quiet, kind of in his own world. By the way,
Nobody.
are we hoping to find a body or no body?
Body would mean flesh-eating demon. No body would point towards the army of zombies.
Body?
No one's gonna be led by our cheers. Practice. Hello?
Hello?
Xander Harris, if this is some kind of joke.
Oh, it's Angel.
Looking for Buffy.
Buffy? Well, she's, big shock. She's at the graveyard.
She said she'd be home.
Well, she lied. Isn't she a rascal?
Go find a body. Oh. Poor Cordelia.
Is an army if you just have 3?
Zombie drill team then.
You're back, Xander.
Angel,
I thought you were taking the night off. Cordelia told me the truth.
it's got to be a first.
We were investigating. Somebody's been digging up the bodies of dead girls.
Angel saved me from an arm. God, there were so many parts. They were everywhere. Well, things always happening to me.
Karma.
So why go to all the trouble to dig up 3 girls only to chop them up and throw them away?
What I saw didn't add up to 3 whole girls. I think they kept some parts.
They probably kept the other parts to eat.
Question answered. Maybe because whoever did it had some business in the neighborhood. Like, say, classes?
Whoever made those incisions really knew what they were doing.
What student here is going to be that well versed in physiology?
I can think of 5 or 6.
Take a bath and burn my clothes.
You have to go? Aw, too bad. Keep in touch. Bye-bye.
I'm still fragile. Can you take me?
Buffy, are you jealous?
How about that? I always pegged him as a one-woman vampire.
That's the mother that doesn't leave the house.
I'll be back later, okay? Mom?
She's watching cheerleading. Oh, her son.
Understand in my capacity as school official, this search is completely unauthorized.
Can I grab a locker?
Yes, of course.
Your friend Chris Epps' locker.
Grey's Anatomy, Mortician's desk reference.
I think it's fair to say Chris is involved.
He's into corpses, all right, but we still don't know why.
What can make me feel this way? Body part.
Can be anybody's baby if we don't finish her soon.
Is this Frankenstein?
So am I, friend.
I don't get it. Why would anybody want to make a girl?
People don't fall in love with what's right in front of them. People want to dream what they can't have.
And for Eric, the unattainable would include everyone.
What about Chris? He seems like a human person.
And he talked about death a lot. Maybe he just wanted to get one
Dr.
up on it.
Death.
And speaking of love,
Still no sign of our mad doctors?
What? Oh, corpses, yes, evil.
She's a techno-pagan, right? Ask her to bless your laptop.
Miss Calendar.
Oh, no, please, call me Jenny. Ms. Calendar's my father.
Would it appear indecorous? No, not indecorous.
Gotta get inside and set up the lab.
What I'm proposing is...
Ah, I gotta go. Listen, if it's important, why don't you just tell me at the game?
Game?
Just go together. Look, I could pick you up after school and we'll grab a bite to eat on the way if you like. And then whatever it is you want to tell me, you can just tell me then, okay?
Okay.
She did all the heavy lifting.
Trusting the cell deterioration is one thing, but...
Hello. I want to get ahead.
Chris and Eric didn't come to school today.
that's no coincidence.
Maybe they finished their project.
I spoke to a press person this morning about the remains.
So they don't have the whole package.
Heads must be no good.
Would say they're one step short of completing their masterpiece.
Wait too long, the onset of atrophy in the limbs will be irreversible. Lose the entire body if we don't attach a head soon.
We have time.
We can't just keep waiting around for another lucky accident to drop a head in our lap.
I can't kill anyone. Understand? I can't do that. Please don't make me.
Promise me, little brother, that I wouldn't be alone.
The body is perfect, and if we harvest a head tonight, she'll be ready by sunrise.
I need this, Chris. I need someone.
You take a life in order to make a life. The whole thing is a wash. No harm, No foul.
You could go out.
No!
Let people know.
They can't see me.
Always the brains. You're the only one who can help me now. Seconds to go. Where do you throw?
Number 5. Daryl's gonna drive.
You.
Oh! Show me.
This one.
My girl. My girl.
I checked the orbits. After a couple days, they're useless. They're gonna need something really fresh. I don't think that they would.
I think anyone who cuts dead girls into little pieces does not get the benefit of any doubt.
It's supposed to be the big game.
Fine, go ahead. We'll take care of this.
Don't be too hard on Chris. I mean, he's not a vampire.
It's just a ghoul.
Right.
I'm a friend of Chris's. I kind of need to talk to him. Do you know if he's home? So, is he home?
Westbury game. Daryl rushed 185 yards that night. 4 TDs.
But is Chris home?
I don't know. Is today a school day? Daryl takes a kickoff, breaks into the open field for a 95-yard touchdown. He would have been 19 next week.
I actually know parents that are like that in the beginning. Is it zombie? Frankenstein!
You coming?
Yeah, I'll be right out.
Oh, God. Chris, you scared me.
Cordelia has a game to think about. She doesn't need losers like you. I'm sorry. Where did you say?
Oh!
What were we down to the field when Chris came in and all of a sudden someone jumped me?
Are you sure you're okay to go out there?
Yeah, you don't understand. I have to go. I'm the apex.
Frankenstein!
I know what you're trying to do. I know about the bodies from the cemetery. But you haven't hurt anyone. But that's no excuse. What you're doing is wrong.
He needs someone.
Who, Eric? He needs industrial strength therapy.
Everybody loved him. And now he's all alone.
Who are you talking?
I want not to be alive! Nothing's changed. We can still do this. You and me. Let's go scare you up a date.
Daryl? Daryl!
I don't know what it is about football that does it for me. At its best, it's unadorned aggression. Such a rugged contest. Such a normal strategy for a first date? Dissing my country's national pastime?
A date?
You noticed that.
Buffy get back yet?
No, no. Perhaps you should circulate nearer the field.
So what's the score?
He's gonna put a helmet on. Nobody knows.
I don't see her, do you?
Nope.
Just take off the blindfold. I promise I won't scream. I promise.
Okay, that's enough.
You were always good to me, Christine. But I ignored you.
Daryl?
That's right, Daryl.
I was thoughtless. I've learned to appreciate how much it meant that you wanted to be with me.
When you wake up, you'll have the body of a 17-year-old. The body of several.
I promised him that.
Look, he'll kill Cordelia! You can't just give and take lives like that.
He's in the old science lab. Everything's set up there.
You don't have to do this.
We have to, so we can be together. Won't go out. You won't run away. But we can hide together.
Buffy, help me!
I'm not finished. You have to help me.
Let go!
Oh! Oh, damn!
Come on, get it! Get me!
She's mine! Daryl! Well, Chris is was arrested, and so's his friend, who's crazy.
He said I shouldn't have brought him back. I was just trying to look out for him. Like he would have done for me.
I saw the fire. I figured you'd be here.
You're late.
Is everyone okay?
We're okay.
Rule of thumb for a first date is don't do anything so exciting that it'll be hard to top on a second date.
Did you just say second date?
You noticed that, huh?
Well, I guess that makes it official. Everybody's paired off. You ever think that the world is a giant game of musical chairs and the music stopped and we're the only ones who don't have a chair?
Just wanted to tell you if there's anything I could ever do to...
Do you mind? We're talking here. So where were we?
Wondering why we never get dates.
Yeah.
He did do it all for his brother.
Sounds like he took it a little over the edge. Crazy, like a 241-year-old being jealous of a high school junior. He gets to be there when I can't. Take your classes, eat your meals. He gets to see you in the sunlight.
I don't look that good in direct light.
Why am I crying?
I could walk you home.
Oh, that's beautiful. Daryl, rest in peace. Well. Yo, I love that episode. I just said, yo, I loved that episode. Are you serious? I even started tearing at the end. What? Let me tell you, I went into this, I'm actually kind of happy I went into this, I'm not gonna lie, with low expectations, being like, okay, the vast majority of people do not like this episode, so maybe it's not that good, but I'm going to enjoy it. I'm on vacation. So I was like, here we go. Oh, my earring fell off. I'm like, where's my earring? That's how good it was. Probably sometime during this reaction, my earring came off. So I'm gonna put it back on as I talk to y'all. I knew I felt something go swinging. But yes. Hi guys, how you doing? Hair flip, it's back. So I really did enjoy this. I can't believe my earring fell off. I'm like, what's this on my table? I loved the Frankenstein type of feel of this whole situation. It was life. I loved it. And Frankenstein, well, I don't know what to call him, Daryl, was body slamming Buffy. He was throwing her around. Honestly, it made me also think as I'm watching this show, I was like, you know, my aunt, who's one of the main reasons why I have a YouTube channel, my aunt used to tell me I'm an actor. 1, 2, 3. Here comes the narcissistic Andres. Yes, so like me acting, my aunt was always like, you should be in YouTube. You go on YouTube and that could help you start your career. And I think that you would be just really good at YouTube. Honk honk to my own horn. So I always was, she always told me she passed away from the pandemic. She actually caught, I don't know, YouTube apparently doesn't like us talking about that. I don't know, so I was told. But the pandemic, she caught it, and she passed away about almost, or is it 4 years? 4 years ago. That's when I started doing videos on the channel. And I was sitting here thinking, like, me and her were super close. I loved her. And I was like, you know, would I, if I had the choice and the ability, would bring her back, right? But I wouldn't want my aunt to look like something like Daryl, which is like, they're alive, but they're not really alive, you know? And you shouldn't do that. But I don't know, I always think of like reality, like look, if I could do this, could I? But anyways, I really did like this episode too. We have the librarian going out with Calendar, and that was funny. I loved Angel and Buffy's story that's growing. It's beautiful. I loved it. I really liked this episode. I would give this episode a 9. I'm not really sure why people don't like this episode. I would go over there and read the reviews, but I'd rather not. I'm just gonna leave it on a really high note. Give me more of that, please. And from what you guys say, we get just that. Regardless, feel free to comment down below about what you feel about this episode. I really cannot wait to hear from you and your views on this episode. Until next time, y'all. Oh, wait. Psych! While you guys are here, please check out all my other reactions as well as my other YouTube channel, which is Andres Reacts. Absolutely. So please do that while you guys are here. Just feel free and check out everything else, okay? Until next time, I'm off this.